Low. Might be some echo. Low. Might be some echo. Okay, just making sure we're live. Yeah, just gonna pretty much go over the past week and just kind of go over it myself again. I haven't looked at it since, well, every day that I had taken these trades. So yeah, let's go back to, well, not Monday, because Monday typically don't trade on Mondays unless there is news. So Tuesday, go to here. Why does it show replay mode now? Man. Anyways, yeah, going into Tuesday, I didn't trade AM. I don't know if I was on in the morning or not, but obviously would have avoided this price action. And then lunch hour started having an expansion move up. And then PM, let's see, kind of see, that's equal highs. Okay, that's probably for future reference. So yeah, started having move down, expansion move down, and then had an order block here, but we didn't tap into it. Then I believe this was a 5-minute. Yep. Tapped into discount, held the 5-minute, and then had a 1-minute here. Yeah. So confluences for this was the 5-minute that we respected, tapped into discount, respected it, and then had the drawn liquidity being the sell side level down here or the lunch session low. Actually, hold on, I forgot to do one thing now that I realize it. Give me 1 second. Okay. So yeah, okay. So like I was saying though, tapped into discount, premium, whatever, just, discount of this range for going short, and then I guess premium. Held the 5-minute, and then again there was good rejection off of the 5-minute. Again, price was pretty clean, coming into PM session, and I'll get into the what I was about to say in a little bit. But yeah, so had this 1-minute here. I'll go back to right there. Went short, pretty good entry. Stop above the high that we left inside the 5-minute, and then take profit at this session low. And then, of course, which that's what I was going to get into, throughout the week, I mean, besides that, these two candles right here, it looked very promising. But throughout this whole week, you'll see after I go over more trades, it was kind of where I either got stuck in chop or just price action throughout the week was pretty bad. But yeah, actually, now that I realize this was a pretty good setup, risk to reward and everything like that. We wicked down, came back up. At this point, I was break even too. Sorry, my break even point was obviously this internal low. And then, yeah, we got break even. And then, which I'll also get into throughout what happened this week as well, which it was pretty much, I mean, this was a little different. This was right at 2 p.m., but a lot of setups that I had gotten into was kind of like either 1:30 to 2:30, somewhere around there, a little bit before 2:30, but just never could get the initial move when I was in. And by the time I got break even, I figured, oh, 3 p.m., we'll probably see us take out my target. And that's pretty much what happened. So a lot of the trades that you'll see throughout the week, the bias was correct. It was just the timing was poor. and the moves were happening usually in times that I don't trade. So that was on Tuesday. Fast forward to Wednesday now. What's going on? There's a lot of stuff on the screen too. I'm not used to that. Go to the 1 hour. So Wednesday. Okay. So Wednesday here, I was definitely on in the morning. And let me go to the 5 minute. I was on pre-market actually, and as we can see here, we had a large expansion move up. We had just taken out London session high a little bit before this, ended up moving downwards after, and then we didn't tap into discount. And I was watching all this formulate in real time, and around after we stopped creating the low resistance liquidity, I had gone off the charts just because again it was pre-market. I was watching this, but I also was in the car driving somewhere too, so I can't have my full attention on the charts. Now again, would I've taken this? I mean, the setup looked good. It's just the fact that it's pre-market, and I don't ever trade pre-market, but I would say the likelihood of me taking this was pretty good because I had nothing to lose. Again, very good confluence here. We, again, low resistance liquidity. We probably were holding, yeah, 5 minute, and just I wanted to target discount. I figured we could go lower. We also had these equal lows down here, and I just, again, like I said, missed the setup, and it was pretty good. It worked out right away. And then yeah, that was just again that was a missed trade. That's the only one that I had throughout the week. That was a missed trade while I was actually on the charts. Now jumping into the actual session, I was a little bummed out about missing that, obviously, as it was a pretty good setup. And then, yeah, coming into AM, let's see here. So we had equal highs above as well as just session liquidity. Um, Trying to think. Yeah, pretty sure buy side up here as well as equal highs. So a lot of good targets here. And again, it's just one of those things where, as you can see, by the time I had entered, it was choppy. Trying to think why it says my entries here. Oh, I think I had limit ordered this, but I'll just enter here. So yeah, we had, I don't know, stops below this low. Targeting. I didn't want to be too like not necessarily greedy, but I just figured that this equal highs aligned up, yada yada. I don't know. I didn't want to target the full move. I was just trying to catch little pieces of the pie. As again, I'm now trading my Express accounts or my performance account. Webull or not Webull on Apex. So just trying to build that buffer up, not really trying to go for anything crazy. So I figured I would just go for this and close to break even. And then we had the SMT here, barely stopped out. It was looking like promising that we would at least hit that break even point, and then I was stopped out. And this is also another setup here where if I fast forward a little bit, again, going into 11 a.m., which I will not ever trade past 11. That's when we started getting the move and the take profit was hit. So far, what's today? Wednesday, again, Tuesday. I already forgot Tuesday. What was Tuesday? Yeah, stopped at break even. Bias was correct. And then Wednesday, missed setup in the pre-market, and then in the actual opening bell session, we had this entry here and didn't even get the break even and was stopped out before moving higher. So far, all the biases were correct, and yeah, after that had gone off, and then let me move this because I don't need. Oh, I guess I can't really change that. Give me 1 second. Draw it out here just so I have it. Okay. Yeah. So then going into Thursday. Okay, going into Thursday, this was a seek and destroy type of day. We had taken out all the session liquidities before, and then we drop on the lower time frame here. Fast forward this a little bit. Generated a lot of low resistance liquidity. Oh, did I not take anything in the AM? Oh, I guess I didn't, but that's just some stuff that I had marked out. Okay, so respected discount of the initial range in the AM throughout the day. Order block here. Oh, yeah, this was like another setup that I was looking at, but obviously did not get the entry. I think this was a 2 minute or 3 minute, and just price ended up moving too quick before, or not. I didn't get an entry on this one. And then right after that, had taken this right here. Oh, a little too far. So let me see this real quick. Respected the 5 minute. Trying to think. Let me actually pull up my journal too. That will actually make this a lot easier. Okay, what are we on Thursday? Oh, nice. I have yet to put in Thursday. Okay. So yeah, respected this 5 minute. Had equal highs. Um, my break even point was the internal high. My take profit. Oh, like just equilibrium of this 5 minute fair value gap. Figured that I would at least target the equilibrium of it. Why? I think just to get close to a 1 to 2. So yeah, entered here. Stops below this low. Take profit within 50% of that 5 minute. And then nice expansion move up after the entry. Stops at break even. And then got stopped at break even right afterwards. And kind of did its thing for a little bit, back and forth, and then price did end up hitting take profit. And then I believe right here, this was a 30-second that I had entered on. So I don't have the 30-second on this chart, but on Top Step X, I do. And then was targeting the buy side level up here just because I figured if we took out the lunch session high that we could have a we could move 5 more points and take that out, and just again it's worth the RR to catch that little extra move. And then obviously break even at this internal high. Nice recovery there. I think I do remember this. Once price got to there, obviously, I mean, you think you're going to get stopped out. Had a huge move into my favor. I was like, okay. I was hoping that we could create a fair value gap within this and then hopefully respect it. And we got stopped out, which, yeah, I mean, it's kind of in the entry, which is unfortunate because if I'm not mistaken, shopped around for a little bit and then coming into that 2:30 mark, 3 o'clock. Um, the Let me just go on the 5 minute. Yeah, ended up hitting take profit, but again, it's just the whole week was every entry I had taken was just poor timing, right bias. So yeah, bias was right as well on both of these setups. Just the timing was poor. Prediction, is market going to be up or down tomorrow? I will get into that once I get done with Friday. So yeah, that was Thursday, and then moving into Friday, go on to the 1 hour. Did I not take anything Friday? Oh, okay, yeah, Friday. I took this towards the end of the session. Now, I will say that this was the one trade of the week that I should not really have taken. And right here. So I'd entered on this, confluences for this, the 1 minute inverse. We had, what was this, 7:30? No, wait, what's that day? The 25th? Wait, am I looking at the right? 23rd. Oops. Okay, no, there was no news or anything like that. Yeah, I think I was just targeting the equal highs, but I literally entered and price moved up pretty quickly that I didn't even get to set stops to break even. So, yeah, I was kind of shit out of luck there. I'd moved my stop up to prevent risk, and yeah, it kind of did its thing, and then once it took out that high, that's when I got stopped at a break even, and I don't remember. Yeah, this was the so that was the one trade that did not work out as on the bias for the week. Again, the rest of them, it was the same thing. Got stuck in the chop. Bias was correct on all of them besides Fridays. So yeah, it was again, this one was a little scary just because I didn't get the break even when I should have, as price had wicked the high and went lower before I could set stops to break even. And yeah, I don't. Again, it was kind of a rush or forced entry. I don't think there was any good real confluence to take this. I just saw the equal highs, saw the inversion. It kind of looks promising, but definitely something I should have avoided. As for everything else throughout the week that I went over, again, just poor timing and just a lot of break even trades. And yeah, that is it for the weekly journal. And now I will kind of go over the week, the weekly projection. So as of right now, so nothing really to say on the weekly. As for the daily, we did inverse this daily here. We also do have daily order block. Drop down to the 4 hour. So weekly projection. Let me see real quick. This will be helpful too. Okay, so yeah, we do have an SMT here, kind of, I think. Maybe not. Kind of hard to tell, actually. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of contradicting biases between the higher time frame and the lower time frame, so I can't really give a too accurate, but I would say the fact that we inverse this daily, have a daily order block, in I would say that I would like to see us at least go to this sell side down here, but in order for us to have strong confirmation on that, we'd have to inverse this 4 hour, early in the week if we were going to continue to go lower. And if not, if we do respect this 4 hour, then, which again, also with this 4 hour, there is also like an order block down here. So even if we inverse the 4 hour, this is something to be cautious about as well. But again, if we do inverse this 4 hour and disrespect this 4 hour order block, then I could see us going lower to this sell side level down here, which would be inside this daily fair value gap that we have here. I don't think I have a thing for it. So yeah, as if we do respect the 4 hour, then I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell right now with this price action. Just I would say at least take out these highs because of the fact that we brought out here that we did tap into discount here. So yeah, again, if we were to be long, we again we've respected discount, respected this daily, but we'd also have to respect this 4 hour here. And if we respect this 4 hour and have more confluences throughout the week that prove to be higher, then I would look for us to come up to these highs. Whereas early in the week, if we do end up disrespecting this 4 hour as well as this 4 hour order block, then I would like to see us come down to this low down here. So it's just primarily what are we going to see coming into tomorrow as well as Wednesday. And I would assume by tomorrow we're either going to respect this 4 hour or disrespect it coming into the AM session. So that's again, you have to be open to the what ifs, and I can't for sure say that we're going to be short or we're for sure going to be long. It's just more so the sense if this happens, then I'll look for this, or if this doesn't happen, then I will look for the opposite basically. So, yeah, that is it for the weekly journal session as well as the overlook. And hopefully, I start doing these every Sundays. Sundays is kind of hard, but today I just did it since it was Memorial Day and markets were not really open today. The futures closed early. So, yeah, that is it for that. And throughout the week, I'll just be posting the daily recaps. So that's it for that, and I'll see you later, Alex. Bye bye.